Hello everyone and welcome to Friday's edition of Reptile News. Now before we get started, I want to take this time at the beginning of the video to announce something very important, and that is me as a write-in candidate for the 2012 presidential election. Oh crap, hang on a second. There we go. Yeah, I can kind of get used to this. Okay, let's try this again. Hello my fellow Americans and those abroad. Vote for me in 2012 and my #1 goal is going to be to take every single person that is dealing with reptile bans, with any sort of bans, and fire them immediately. They will go home, no pay, no compensation, they'll never work in politics in this country again. I've heard some comments about citizenship, so let's deal with that a little bit. It's very simple, my policy on citizenship. If you can be here, you will. If you can't, you won't. End of story, bottom line. And last but not least, anybody that does anything big for conservation or the reptile community will never pay taxes again, ever. And we now return you to your regular... Oh, hang... Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I've just been informed by an associate who gets paid nothing for the privilege of serving our country that if anybody sends me a picture, or us, a picture with my name written down on a ballot, we're going to give away some cool shit. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. For those of you that did not see the message on Facebook the other day, or even visit the website or see the article on there, Dodge City, Kansas, this came out right after the show on Wednesday, redid their list on what is not legal to keep in Dodge City, Kansas, which includes anacondas and alligators and crocodiles and a couple more. But the one thing that caught me is it lists monitor lizards. Now it doesn't list big monitor, it lists all monitor lizards, just a general monitor lizards, and that really I mean, everybody knows my stance on some of the other stuff, but that really caught me because, you know, I know some people that keep some of the smaller monitor species, and it appears that they're just grouping all these together into one group of monitor lizards. So anyway, yeah, go read the story, check it out. It's kind of important if you live in Dodge City, Kansas, or if you live anywhere. Send those people an email and let them know of their screw up. And this reminds me of speaking with somebody else about, I believe it was in New York City, or somewhere in New York, where it was illegal to keep pythons, and they were grouped in just one general category, which meant ball pythons were illegal to keep. So that's kind of messed up. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. Our next story comes out of Washington, where a woman got the shit scared out of her when she opened up her garage door and found a 2 to 3 foot long alligator inside her garage. Apparently she was renting an apartment to somebody who placed the alligator inside her garage. Now I'm not sure whether it's legal or illegal in Washington to keep alligators, but animal control came and got the alligator. They determined that it had not eaten in nearly 2 weeks, so they gave it some chicken to eat, which brightened its mood up pretty much, and they say that they're looking forward to the alligator spending the rest of its life happily in a sanctuary. So. And let's talk about the dune sagebrush lizard again. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has reopened the public comment period for including this lizard on the endangered species list. So yeah, you know, public comment's still open. Go make a public comment. Let them know what you think. I believe this is the one that took them several years to finally consider listing it, and I'm not sure why they reopened or extended the comment period, but they have. So do the American thing and go give them a comment. They will be having a meeting on this listing in Midland, Texas on April 27th, and the following day they will have another meeting in Roswell. And in Thailand, apparently they've got their largest monitor bust ever. Nearly 2,000 lizards were found being smuggled in a convoy of pickup trucks on their way to the capital. Now, customs officials estimate their worth to be $1.8 million, which in US dollars, the conversion is about $60,000. And they do believe they were headed to China for customers, probably dinner plates. We've heard it before, and you know, this brings up a very serious topic. We hear a lot about smuggling, and it always seems to be coming from different countries, but a lot of people, I don't think, realize, we spoke about this on Facebook the other day. If you don't follow me on Facebook, I recommend you do. There's a lot of shit that goes on there that we don't hear about here or on the website or whatever, but we spoke about the laws and everything, and how they're going to affect everybody, and the bottom line is when some of these regulations and bans go through, we're going to hear a lot more American people being charged with felony smuggling, because these bans are not going to stop the importation or interstate sale. People are still going to be doing it, they're just not going to be able to do it legally anymore. So yeah. Anyway, that has been all your news for this Friday. If you'd like to read the whole story about any of these stories we talked about, those links are right on the story on the website. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other.